I don't know. Nobody showed up quite yet. It's kind of an impromptu go live. Um, I just thought I'd include everybody. I'm getting ready for surgery tomorrow. Actually, right here, I've already started the bowel prep. Um, Today, we've already gone through pre-surgical evaluation, met with the ostomy nurse, um, all the fun stuff. Haven't eaten at all today, of course, because I got to be cleaned out. Um, when getting a colostomy surgery, they want you completely cleaned out. So you're still doing the same basic thing as an um, colonoscopy, but instead of being able to stop when it starts coming out clear, you got to keep going so that way it's 100% cleaned out. They don't want any chance of infection. We've met with all the pre-surgical people, like I said. They've given me a wash. I've got to wash tonight. After my shower, we got to wipe down with this solution that sanitizes everything. Um, and then again tomorrow, I'll be taking a shower in the morning and then wiping down again to help prevent any infections. Um, Real fun stuff, of course. Uh, but we'll do whatever we got to do to prevent infection. That's the important part. I'm already just about down my first bottle of Gatorade right here with the MiraLAX in it. I got to do 3 of those total, so wish me luck on that. But I'll get that down. Of course, on an empty stomach, at least that's my lunch, I guess. So anyhow, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm moving along, and this time tomorrow I'll probably still be in surgery. We got to be at the hospital at 5:30 to check in. Um, I got to get an advance directive while we're there notarized, just so that way if anything happens, Terry can make decisions for me. Um, I do have a DNR for issues where they cannot save me. Um, if it's just standard, if they got to resuscitate me, fine. But if it's one of those that they deem it to where it's irreversible and I'm going to be in a coma for the rest of my life or a vegetable, I don't wish to be resuscitated. So I got that. Like I said, check-in's at 5:30. The surgery is scheduled for 8 o'clock. It's an 8 to 10 hour surgery from what my surgeon has told me. So I'm in it it's going to be a while. Terry's going to be in the waiting room for quite a long time. Hopefully she can get comfortable. She is staying with me in the room. They said that that's a doable thing. So she's going to be doing that. We do have one of our neighbors who's a friend of ours coming up tomorrow. She'll be here around noon to sit with Terry. It could be potentially being 8 o'clock. It could be 6 o'clock before they even get me out of surgery. So that's going to be a long sit for her. Let's see, we got some questions coming up right now. How's your neuropathy? Neuropathy still sucks. I am numb with feeling. It's weird, but from knees down, it still makes me to where I don't walk well. Walking all over the hospital today has been a little bit challenging, but I'm back to the room now. I can relax. Well, relax as much as I can until the MiraLAX kicks in. It makes me tired. It makes me short of breath when I'm walking. Like I said before, walking on dirt is a lot easier for me. So we got that. After the surgery, we're looking at 5 to 10 days in the hospital from what she said. We'll see how things go there. I got the ostomy placement, so actually right there's where my my stoma will be. Um, we did a lot of maneuvering, moving around. I took my hunting backpack with me and made sure that it would all not, it would have the least amount of interference as possible. Um, some, hold on, I got to put glasses on to read anymore. Lucy wants to know what the conditions you got left from having chemo first. So the neuropathy is the biggest one, Lucy. Um, Not only the neuropathy, but it's in my legs. Hot water on my back, I don't feel. Uh, I think this is a little, I know age has got a little bit to do with it as well, but the glasses, the reading glasses are necessity now. I feel that the chemo did, or I'm pretty sure it's the chemo that did a lot of that. Um, and also chemo brain, the chemo fog, whatever you want to call it, definitely is a remainder from chemo. Um, I just sit there and can't think of words sometimes at all. Um, what are we trying to, let's see. So surgery, sorry, I like to get to your guys' questions and and keep going. But so the surgery, you know, they've got actually the surgeon for the ostomy, and we've got the plastic surgeon to do the reconstruction of my pelvic area and take out that muscle out of my legs. Um, to make that, that's his job. And then also the urologist will be on standby in case they need him. Um, Hopefully, I mean, everything shows that my prostate's been okay and good for now, and no invasion, but there's always that chance that it still could have, that they can't see on an MRI. I mean, it is just an MRI as they put it. So hopefully the prostate stays preserved and doesn't cause any troubles. Um, but I mean, even with the tissue that you have to remove to get the two separated, it could cause problems as far as what I've been told. Uh, what else we got? So Terry will be, like I said, waiting in the waiting room. I did buy a fancy, I don't know if you can see it, right there by the air conditioner. There is a cooler there that plugs in, makes it to a refrigerator. So her specialty food and just food in general will be there. She does plan on using the cafeteria once I'm out of surgery, but tomorrow her plan is to sit there in the waiting room, crochet, and try to keep her mind off of me being in surgery. But she has already told me she's refusing to go anywhere, and she's going to stay in that waiting room, except to maybe use the restroom or get up, walk around. But excuse me, the that's her plan. Um, After surgery, I don't know how long. I mean, the nurse practitioner that I saw today was talking like they'll have me up and moving possibly tonight or tomorrow night. Um, we'll see about that. I don't know. I've never been through a major surgery. The last two flex SIGs I've done, you know, as far as anesthesia goes, I did them awake. The only other surgery that I've had is a knee surgery, which was just going in and cleaning it up, the cartilage, and then the only other than that was on my back. I had a benign cyst or whatever they call it, a fatty tumor. At they removed that, and you know that maybe half an hour in surgery. So I don't know how I'm going to react, honestly. The anesthesia I've had trouble with in the past one time, only because they gave me a cocktail for that flex sig, which is a 5-minute to 8-minute procedure, and you don't need a cocktail for that. You just need knocked out long enough if you want knocked out. You don't need pain relievers and everything else. This guy just gave me way too much. So I really do believe that to be the reason I had problems with the the anesthesia. Let's see what Lucy has here. What do you mean the muscle out of your leg? No. Hey, Lucy, you ask all the questions you want. So there's three ways that they can suspend your intestines after this surgery, but because they're taking your rectum out and everything's coming up here, you can't go to the bathroom and make that go back uphill, basically. And so if they don't reconstruct this area and hold your intestines up, then the bowels can fall all the way to the pelvic floor, attach to the pelvic floor. One person on YouTube here said that their bladder's attached there. Now they're going to be a two-bagger. So the three ways is there's fat in your stomach that they take it and they use that, and I guess it forms around everything and takes and fills in the void. Well, they're saying because of my size, being thin like I am, that they're gonna have to take it out of my leg. So basically, kneecap to groin, they take that muscle out, they weave and make a basket inside of here. From what I've been told from other colostomy patients, is that is actually, the muscle one is actually better, it has less problems, and it's a little stronger. So, you know, I'd rather have less problems, honestly. Let's see, after I wake up, I will be wanting to walk around. I've already made up my mind. You know, they push you to walk to keep blood clots and everything from forming, get everything moving again. Well, because I know that is what is needing done, I've already got it in my head that I am going to immediately try to walk as soon as they tell me to. Terry has chewing gum for me that gets your digestive juices going again. So as soon as I wake up, you know, I'll start chewing gum. And also they say that drinking water is also good because it helps with the nausea. So anything that helps me, I'm gonna be right after it. I'm gonna get on it right away and just do it. So day 2 after the surgery, I'm sure the pain level, I mean, everybody keeps telling me, you know, that the pain level will be high, but, you know, I'll just take that as we go. The pre-surgical stuff, by the way, the doctor, he was very happy to see everything I've done. I did the heart stress test and everything because I was having trouble with my heart. The reduction of caffeine actually fixed that. So we're good to go on the heart. Blood work all looked good. Just everything's looking good so far. So, you know, I'm very thankful for all of you who've been praying, giving me well wishes, all the above. And, you know, I can't thank you guys enough. And not only that, but for tuning in. People like Lucy, you know, she's fighting, making the same decision. I'm so glad I've been able to share my experience with all of you. And, you know, hopefully I've helped others. Hopefully my channel's been able to encourage others to fight, to stay strong, whatever the case need be. You know, I'm very grateful for this. I'm very grateful that even though the World Health Organization, you know, I got in trouble with YouTube because of one of my videos that you guys didn't get to see. Even though they penalized me for that, I still believe what I've done and what other people are doing, we're getting our message out there. We're telling everybody what we did, what did work, what did not work, whatever. I think it's extremely important that people start sharing. If people don't share, people will never know. We'll never find another alternative cure for cancer if we don't try, because we know the government's not going to do it for us. We know researchers are hindered. You know, big pharma is going to shut down anything that they're going to lose money because of. And, you know, I don't know exactly how they do it all, but they definitely, I believe, will shut it down if we don't keep going. But we just got to get our message out. If you're fighting cancer and you've got a way you're doing it, or you can encourage people, do it. You know, um, my early post when I was doing chemo, it um, my early posts when I was doing chemo were on Facebook more than they were YouTube. Uh, but I really did feel like it helped a lot of people. A lot of people reached out to me, made a lot of friends. Even just recently, I met another person that is all about, you know, hunting and is fighting cancer at the same time. So, you know, anything that I can do to help is awesome. And I hope other people do it too. Um, Lucy said, looking at this, is whole surgery. Is better to do the chemo again? So I don't know on the chemo. I don't know that I can put myself through chemo again. I kind of wish I never would have done the radiation, but you know, I was following their protocol. As far as chemo goes, I do have a new oncologist that I'm going to interview when I get back on my feet. I don't know on the chemo. I know what someone else had said. They said that there's one little molecule, whatever, floating around. You know, that's what the chemo's for, is to kill that. But I just don't know if I can. I think, honestly, I'm going to be paying attention to my body. We're going to be testing, seeing if we need fenbendazole or ivermectin or, you know, whatever. If it starts, doing the kinesiology should tell us a lot. So just stick with me and watch the videos as we progress through here. And, you know, I will let you know which way I'm going to go. I won't threaten my life. So, you know, chemo is always an option, of course. So they said I have stage 3. And, you know, I think that what I want to tell Lucy is, knowing what I know now, knowing that the tumor was there, if I was only doing traditional medicine, I think I would have had the surgery first. I think that would have been the option I would have gone. I've heard of other people doing it and not doing chemo or radiation and being just fine. Just, you know, step back and look at everything. I really encourage that. And if you're in pain, Lucy, you probably should just think hard about making a drastic something happen. I'll check that out, Penny, about the neuropathy. I'm not going to worry too much about it right now, just because, you know, I can only do so much at a time, of course. But I appreciate that, Penny. So Lucy, you need to look at the video I put that says what I learned about what was it? Natural or alternative medicines. I feel that I've kind of narrowed it down, but I feel also that you need to get someone who can do kinesiology or do it yourself, like we do, and test the fenbendazole and the ivermectin against your body, see which one it's asking for. Also, look into dandelion root extract. That, I think between the 3 of them, I think that they were doing something. I just felt like I ran out of time. If I wasn't in the pain, you know, I'm not in tremendous pain, but I do have rectal pain. I can feel it pushing against my tailbone, and I can feel it pushing against my prostate. So, you know, it's just time. That's why I made this decision. And I'm excited at the same time to get on with my life. I've been fighting this cancer for over 2 years, or just 2 years now. and I probably had it for the last 5 or 6 that I don't know of prior to that. So it's just time for me. I'm hoping that there's other people out there who have the time, like I did in the beginning, to fight, and hopefully somebody will pick up where I left off. Maybe a stage 2 or something, you know, someone who's not as progressed as I am at this point. I feel like I've pushed the envelope pretty far. I mean, I went 9 months reoccurrence, and they told me that on reoccurrence that it'll, you know, that if it did reoccur, that it would take off with a vengeance and it would spread all over the place. And I don't know if that is a scare tactic or if fenbendazole saved me from metastasizing. But I really feel like, you know, what I've learned and what I pointed out in that video recently, I think it really should help people, at least give them a new starting point for rectal cancer. Now, this isn't, I'm going to say it wrong, I'm going to butcher it, androcarcinoma. That's what kind I had or have. So, you know, it's important for people to know everything, because if you have a different kind of cancer in the same area, I don't know that it would necessarily benefit somebody to have the same knowledge I do of what I did. So that's kind of what I'm at. Can you write what you have done would have done differently? Well, like I said, I would have probably, knowing what I know, if I didn't want to do my own experimenting and trying to cure myself, I would have, now I would probably just go straight for the surgery and then try to follow it up with what I do know now with the fenbendazole, ivermectin, and dandelion root extract. I hope that helps you, Jane. I think that's what you're asking. But that's what I would have done differently for sure. Dandelion root in a infusion drops, is that what you took? I think I've got it on my other video. I've got a video, and I do show that one. I don't have it with me right now. So actually, maybe I do. Hold on. Let's see, people. Come on over to my travel fridge here. Dandelion root extract that I used was this one right here. And I got it off of Amazon. It's super concentrated is what it says. It's a 2 ounce. I take a dropper full 2 to 3 times a day. That's what I do. And just in case you guys want to know what the ivermectin looks like, I'm not taking the horse paste. This is a human grade that I got a prescription for from a naturopath doctor. And it's in here somewhere. Let's see. And there's the pills I got to take tonight, because you got to take an antibiotic ahead of schedule. Sorry for all the noise. Anyway, I don't know where my ivermectin slipped off to, but it's, there it is. So this is what I take. And these are 40 milligrams per piece. The doctor I went to originally told me these are in little squares. They have little cuts in them on the flip side. You can kind of see this. And what that is, he had me taking 3/4 of one of these at the beginning. And I actually upped it to, so he wanted me to do 3/4 a day. I upped it to 2 full ones a day. So 1 in the evening, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. That's how I was doing that one. More tea, like green tea. Okay, so I did the extract because you're gonna get more out of it. You're gonna get, on the green tea, I did do Um, that twice a day to 3 times a day, and I felt that the extract would give me more, and I drink lots of water. So that being said, it should give me more of the green tea in my system is why I was doing the extract. Um, Also, I like to drink water. I drink a lot of water. And the tea, I don't mind tea, but it's also not convenient when you're running constantly all day long. When you are trying to, um, when you're just showing houses all day and whatnot, like I do, it's just a little bit hard. Um, yeah, I could also drink the dandelion root tea, but you got to remember that tea is not as concentrated. This extract here it's a lot more concentrated than teas. Um, and like I said, if you're drinking the water, I think that it's going to give you the dilution. I'd rather have the water than the than drinking tea, honestly. But I also quit sugars, so right now this is a lot of sugar for me. I'm probably going to be pretty amped up. I haven't had 12 grams of sugar in the last 2 months. Um, and I got to drink, like I said, 3 of these. I'm going to try to do one with water as soon as I take this one and hang up with you guys here. Um, but that's kind of what we got going on right now. Um, can you tell us if you think sugar caused your disease? I don't know. Um, my grandfather passed away in what 1979, I think it was, when I was 4 or 5, um, and I can't get a straight answer from the family, but my dad said when they opened him up, he was full of cancer, and they believe I've heard prostate, I've heard colon, I don't know, so I don't know if it's something that is related or not, honestly. But and sugar, I know that it feeds off the cancer cells feed off glucose. But here's the other thing: if your body needs glucose to fire the brain, it makes glucose off of muscle and off of proteins. And being that it makes its own glucose, you can't control it. But at the same time, I'm not feeding it extra glucose. Um, and speaking of which, I don't know what my wife did with them. I've got Ensure Clears that they want me to drink. Here they are. They need to go in the fridge. So these here, they want me to drink tonight because they want my glucose up, apparently. This is a total carbohydrates of 50, added sugar is 6. Um, so, they're trying to get that up. As far as a sweet tooth, I honestly love sugar. I love the Little Debbie snacks, all that kind of stuff. I love cake. Um, you know, I love cheesecakes, all that good stuff. But when I quit sugar back in, what was it, February, I think? February or beginning of March, I don't remember exactly when it was. Um, I've been off sugar so long that everything that has sugar in it is just overly sweet now. Um, and it also scares the living daylights out of me to drink it just because of all the hype about sugar. But like I said, I'm not 100% certain on sugar and cancer. So I can't, not being a scientist, I don't know on that one. Um, oh, yeah, delicious. So anyhow, anybody else have any questions? I'm going to get off of here and mix me up another joyous MiraLAX and drink that. Other than that, like I said, I appreciate everybody. If you didn't leave a comment here, leave a comment on the page. These, I don't know what you know about live, but all these comments, I don't know where they go. They seem to disappear. So one of these days, maybe I'll find them. If it spread, they wouldn't want to operate. No, actually, they would have operated on me even if it had spread. So that's something that my surgeon actually told me. If it went to my liver, she wasn't worried about it. She just cut the pieces off the liver if there's any metastasizing on the liver. So anyway, I will be composing a full video after I get healed up a little bit, and we'll go from there. But you guys have a great day, and thank you. Talk to you later.